Adam Kunz, co-founder and COO of Mowgli Games.
All right. Let's go. All right. Let's go.
To my business partner, Marshall Cease, he was really looking at how well Zynga was doing, how much money they were making, and was a little bit frustrated, not just that they were doing so well, but that they were doing so well and not really offering any value to their customers. You could essentially play hundreds of hours making a farm and have nothing to show for it at the end of the day using Farmville. You just had a bunch of strawberries and houses and horses, and really you hadn't done anything, you hadn't taken anything outside of the game. So he came to me, and I was the first person to come on to the project along with him, and we tackled the problem from the perspective of what is the easiest thing that people can share, and music seemed like such an easy medium that people could use a social game to share. So we started working on the idea of how can we have a social game where you create music that you can post on your friends' Facebook pages, that you can post, on your timeline, that you can put on your iPod, put on your phone. So at the end of the day of playing hundreds of hours of the game, you actually have something real you've taken outside of the game. Well, I don't think in social gaming really people have tackled this issue of being able to create something in a game. I think that what we're doing with creating music, not only are we giving something that has value to our players, but it's also something that's very intuitive. A lot of the people that have tackled music and music creation, they've used complex systems. They've tried to use piano rolls, things like that. And using a game where you're actually just dragging and dropping loops to make a song, it's incredibly intuitive, incredibly simple. Almost anyone can get it within just a few seconds of playing the game, and you can instantly be creating something real in a very simple way. I think the key focus is still enabling users to create something in the easiest way possible. And we'd really like to scale up from that. As the game evolves, we want to make it that it's unlocking more complexity. So it's a very, very beginner basic level for making music, and then there's a learning curve where we want to very soon enable people to mix together two song packs. So that enables the user to do something a little bit more creative, where they've gotten something more out of the game. They can feel it's more their own creation, but they weren't giving that right from the start, where it was overwhelming and there was too many things to do and they couldn't really figure out how to use it. Same things for adding effects to different tracks in the song. We want to continue to iterate the game so that it becomes more complex as you level up. And I think that's really key to social creation, is you don't want to overwhelm the user with everything all at once and they can't figure out how to use it and they walk away from the game. It's simple, it's easy to make a song from the start, and then as you kind of would get bored with making songs in that way, you can make more and more complex songs as we unlock new features. Wow, probably the biggest thing is that we had to define what exactly what it was we're doing and make the simplest version of that. We have many grandiose, excellent ideas for how we can really extend the gameplay, extend the music making side of it, extend the social interactivity, but really we have to bite off what it is we can chew to make a really good, fully functional product from the start that's simple, that's easy to use, and then take that to the next level in each of these areas. And that's the great thing about social gaming, is that you can iterate, is that you don't have to put your final product out there and ship it from the beginning, that you can start with a simple base that works right and then build from there, and really listen to the users and figure out what it is that they want and iterate from there. Yeah, I think it can be expanded to other places. First, we really need to nail it with Songster, and we want to make sure that we're going in the right direction and that we want to move to other categories. There may be plenty in the market just to do within music and different types of music creation games, but eventually we could possibly, especially as bandwidth gets better, we could possibly move into video and other elements, and I think those would be really fun. I think right now it's more of a music creation tool on the web, but I see us moving more in the direction of really it being more of a social web app. I mean, right now, it's limited functionality in terms of how much you can actually interact with your friends, but that's part of our long-term plan. We really want to be able to make more ways that you can collaborate on music with friends, make bands with friends, and I think that type of interaction is really where we move to a more robust web app, and its entire basis is that it has to be a social game. Right now, it's a little bit more compartmentalized, that you're making music on your own, and it's a very fun social process of sharing that music, but it's not interacting as much as I see it really being when it's a fully functioning web app, and that's where we want to move to. So I think it's moving from one category to the other. It's really what is the retention going to be? I mean, everybody we talk to, or so many people we talk to, just love the idea. They are like, this is awesome, this is great, I want to do this. They maybe don't have the time or resources to really get into serious music creation, but they have the time or resources to play a social game that they can do things so quickly, like make a song in just a couple minutes. But we don't really know if people will come back again and again to that process. We're hoping they do, and we're going to continue to build the app to be robust enough that people can really get in there and make really creative elements with Songster. But our biggest concern will be, do people want to infinitely make their own versions of songs, or do they may do it a few times and not come back to the game? And that's what we've really got to learn in the next couple months. What does it take to bring people back in again and again to continue to make music? Or is it just engaging itself in its own way enough without the hardcore gameplay aspects that people want to return again and again to the app? It's very difficult because we have a plethora of good ideas to go into this game. We literally have ideas that I think could be executed for years that would make this game more and more intriguing and interesting and fun for the community, but it's what can we deliver right now and what has the most value. So there's so many great ideas that are coming to the table, and so many great ideas we've been working on for a year, but it's sort of tough to have to say no to so many things that I love and that I want to see in the game, but we just can't do yet. And as we grow our development team, and as the Songster grows as a product, we'll be able to incorporate these things, but only certain things can go in right now, so you have to figure out what is best for the initial user base, and that's a really tough call.